We're back at it, you guys. It's time to put the progressive spring in the F6B here.
It's
on three, Slappy adventure. 1, 2, 3. Slappy adventure.
And it's gonna be what Charles Gibson's called a job. Charles Gibson's helping me out again. Just trying to get you up to speed. He got started so fast, I didn't have the time to get the camera. What we do, Charles?
First thing we did is pull the instrument cluster cover off. First thing. Now we're taking off the top shelter. Once we get the top shelter off, so we can get to the bolts, and you'll take your bar that runs across your tank here, and once you get top shelter off, then you've got the two. You got a bolt here, and there's a bolt hidden underneath this shelter. Gets the 4 bolts, and we're going to undo all of his electrical stuff and his fuel line and everything, and then we're going to take this out. How much gas you got in this thing?
About half.
We're going to have to drain it. Do you have anything to siphon?
Yeah.
I meant to bring a siphon, and I didn't bring it.
I do.
This is easy to get off. I just want to get the gas out of it. Because this gas tank's got to come up and underneath and out one way, because it wraps around this bar right here. It only comes out one way.
One way.
And goes back in the same way.
Do you want to go to AutoZone?
And we may actually have to pull the battery. I don't want to, but we'd like to have that battery case out some. Because see here where it comes in?
Yeah. Okay.
See, because this has got to come over and roll out. Let's go to AutoZone.
Let's go. We went to Advanced Auto and got a $10 pump, siphoned all the gas out, and we are going deep. My goodness gracious. We deep down in that bad boy, y'all. Thanks for watching. Keep on checking us out. Battery box is...
We have my blue towel. Grab that blue towel here on the floor if you don't care. Screw.
Any blue towel?
That blue towel. Just all you got right there. Yeah, just grab that one. That's your gas line right there.
Gas line is out. At this point, pulling that gas line off, you have to be real careful when you slide that gas line off of the plastic pieces. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to break the tab off of that fuel pump. You talking about having a bad day. So we inching it off real slow and got it done. Let's roll.
Goes through that little hole right there.
Gotta be perfect.
Gotta be perfect. Oh boy. Alright. We've got a wire here.
All this just to put that spring in the back. It's got to go. Okay.
That crazy.
And that is the only way that tank comes out.
That is it. It goes in, it goes over. You gotta take your battery box out to slide it out enough to get it out. So just take your battery off, set it down, slide that battery box out, get it on the right side of the bike. It wraps around under this post right here on your frame. So then you pick up from the front, you just roll back, use your body, roll back. When you get this corner up down here, get your hand in, roll back, and it pulls out at an angle. That's going to go back in where this goes in and dips back down in there and folds back underneath it. Get your lines out of the way. These two lines here, you'll see where they'll go. But now you can see how you now have full access to that shock. I can tell you you can. I've heard people say they can do a shock without taking that tank out. I wouldn't even attempt it. And this is my second one. I'll do them all day long, but I wouldn't even attempt this if I didn't have access to this bolt right here.
Right.
Can't get it out.
Can't get it out. That is what we're changing, you guys. That spring, along with a progressive spring. There you go. A traction braided line.
And what's even worse is this is a bolt that's recessed a little, and this is a hex. So you got to have a hex socket for this side and to be able to hold this to back this out. You do not have to take your tire off, as some would say you do. I brought a board I'm going to slide under the tire. Now, when I get these loose, all I got to do is pull that board up on that rear tire to get it where I need to get this out of here. Okay? You with me? Makes sense?
Makes sense to me.
It makes sense. All right. Dude, this is awesome.
And we are deep. And we just a daggum few steps from the air cleaner.
You're not far from it. You're right at it.
You right at the air cleaner.
If you're doing this and you ain't changed that in a long time, zip that bad boy in there while you got it.
While you got it out.
This is all fun right here to put back when you got the motor out. I enjoyed that.
I bet.
That was a lot of fun. You better take a lot of pictures, is all I can tell you.
Let's see the spring. That's what we're doing. Exchanging that spring for the progressive spring in a traction braided line. There you guys. I just want to note that this is not a how-to video. This is a what we did video, because to do a how-to video, you have a lot of patience that I don't have.
The hex I'm using is the one I broke off in mine last time. I'm using that bottom half off.
Oh, really?
I knew that was the one to do it, so.
Yeah, it's coming. At this time, I want to give a big shout out to old Charles Gibson there, man. He really is showing me a lot about my motorcycle and don't mind taking the time out and do it.
Flashlight. What is that flashlight?
Flashlight.
Oh, it's a pocket. Nope. I'll use my phone. Right behind you. Thank you. Oh yeah, good. We'll go.
Do we need to pull that preload down?
Oh no. Preload needs to be all the way low.
Okay, that's all the way high.
We want it all the way low.
Yeah.
All right, this is a 17, so we want to hold this one. If we have to, we'll let it work its way up here, or it'll work its way to the ground. But once it works its way, just make sure it's where it'll hold it.
Okay.
And this one is smaller, so I guess it's a 16 or. Nope, you need it. What's that got on the other end? There's two sides.
16.
Huh?
A 16.
It would be, wouldn't it? Let me see it 16. See if this is a 16 over here. It's a bigger one. So 17 on that end. They wouldn't put the same ones on there. That'd be stupid.
That's too easy.
So this one must be an 18. This one must be a 19. This one's a 19. Alright, so that's a 19. That's alright. Just hang where you are.
Of course, you guys already know that bolt is super duper tight, so we're trying to get a real good angle so we can get that doggone nut started. And just gotta use a few little tricks of the trade, tapping it with a hammer, you know, getting that thing started, because it's torqued down really, really well. But yeah, that's what we're doing, you guys. All this to get that spring in there. Goodness gracious. But it was well worth it. You gotta do it. You know, springs do wear out. Stock stuff are just not. That's just not it, man. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But when it's time, don't be afraid to get down in there and get after it. Especially if you got somebody like old Charles that'll help you out there and show you what's going on. Little sidebar there. Look at that old Bridgestone drive guard, that car tire. Look at that car tire sitting there. Ooh, that double dark side looking real good sitting on that bad Oscar. So what he's doing right there, you see the board up under it. We're kind of giving it, you know, putting pressure on it to get it, the weight off the shock to loosen up the bolt.
It's just like Heinz chili fixins. All right, grab that, grab that. Woo! Living it. We're living it, baby.
Living it, he says.
Woo! Lord have mercy. Time to eat, baby. Time to eat.
Where is it?
I don't know. Time to eat. All right, we will get this thing back out this way where I can work with it. So what am I doing?
Wine, yeah.
This out? Okay. Ain't this awesome?
It is, man.
You're gonna have 1,100 pound spring.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, you talk about that.
Say Droop wants his done now. He ain't even got one.
I get it, man. I get it. Okay, now on this, we have a. See this little thing right here?
Yeah.
What's the smallest?
What is it?
That is a set screw, believe it or not, that sets this to keep that little pin from coming out there. We're going to end up compressing here in a minute. And the reason this is like it is because it fits on around here. Because it knows it's got this built on there to help you compress it.
Okay.
And this whole thing will go on there. We'll use the screw we took off through here
Okay.
to go down, and then we start cranking this one down with a 19 millimeter, and it'll start pushing this down past this so I can get the clip off of it to let it back up. Then we just slide your spring onto it, put it right back together, and we start right back putting it together. We're living large. All right.
Need some Allens?
Yeah, I got to get her a little.
I think I want my braided line on him, man.
Huh?
I want that braided one on
I'm just
here.
telling you.
It's going to come off anyway.
Huh?
So where's the fluid in this thing?
This. I don't have to take this off. This is what I'm trying to
You
tell
don't?
you. No.
Oh.
We don't risk then having it where it won't.
I have no fluid in it. Okay, that's what you're saying.
Now, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You make the choice.
How would you get fluid in it?
That's the
How'd you get it in your?
Know.
Oh, talking about
Because
how
mine's
you.
electric, and I can turn it upside down. I'm assuming this cap. I don't know what's in there. On mine, you turn it upside down.
I don't know.
Take the tube off, pour fluid down in there so it fills it up.
And push
but
it back
you can't
in.
put it in the line.
When you put it in there, you tighten it up. It pushes it through the line, and then you do it
That's your
again.
thought problem. Well, I did mine 4 times, and I still could never get it to start raising until it gets to an 8. This is a crank one. So
And that one's already low though. That's what they say.
You know who they are.
They.
We never met them.
Well, they know everything. They know everything though.
They're only around, but we don't
But
know
they know everything.
Good city, never met. Well, I'll do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you. Do whatever you want to do. Put the line on, put the line on. Don't put the line on, don't put the line on. Don't put the line on, put the line on. Don't put the line on it, put the line on.
Well, there you go. You're full of
Do that.
you're full of
I'm
junk.
gonna bust that.
You got one that small in here?
We won't be doing nothing. Yeah, we'll get that right. I brought this one, didn't I?
You've been here more than 10 years now. Isn't it amazing how this big orange fever is contagious?
I am more into Tennessee football than I am
Ain't small enough?
school I went to.
Washington State.
There it went.
Is it turning?
Yeah.
Is it turning out?
Yeah, it's turning. Yeah, it's turning.
I'm loving it.
Yes, sir. That's that digital.
We've been hacked, man. I'll leave that right there. We know how to put these back. All right, now
That's crazy as hell. All that just to get food. And I see why they charge what they charge now.
See?
Yeah, that's part of the issue. Is it looks worse. It actually looks worse than it is.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's get this thing on.
Tractions 2.
Okay, pull. Yeah. All right, so. You tell me what you want to do about that line. We can put the line on after, but
I definitely would like to see if that thing's got fluid in it, doggone it. I mean, that. I need the daggone all the help I can get.
Let's put that on there.
We need all the help we can get, man. It's daggone 360 pounds. The thing's got the doggone hold up, man. Don't you?
Now, this is where it gets. All right, I got a 19.
That thing is butt naked, boy.
Ain't look all that.
You got the same thing I got, buddy.
Remind me to sell mine when it comes to this.
That's exactly right. You got that right.
Yeah. Remind me to sell it.
Get you another one. Is that thing going down?
I'm gonna be smooth selling. Come back to you.
Well, you got the house?
All I know. Pay off the bike and all.
Ooh, you gonna buy you a new trailer now, boy. Oh, I see it going down now.
You ain't gonna buy me a
This is where we fast forwarded, Charles.
buy me a shoe. Get it going.
And we purchased a traction spring tool to compress the spring down. So we do have traction products that we're using in this process, and that compresses that spring down to get the clip out. Well, don't let us
Find me
hold.
a big one I can put me a couch in and chill in. Close put me out.
Hey, you want to try and get a dog house?
Yeah, that's different.
If I have somewhere to go.
Well, that's a good point.
Me and my bike, we was lay next to each other.
I get you, brother. I get you.
You don't plan on messing up, do you?
Next.
You want that needle nose?
No, I need probably something about that small right there. Moving on.
All right, we working that doggone little clip out there, ever so gently, and getting those good Gibson stories. Oh, Charlie B's getting some of those good Charles Gibson stories there and learning as a lesson. I definitely think I can do this job again. You know, it's real tedious, but the results that you're going to get is wonderful. So, as I said, this is not a how-to video. This is just what we did and give you an idea of what we're doing. Hey, thanks you guys for watching. Here we go. And it's probably just like a daggum car, to be honest with you.
That's nice.
Shit, we got time clean now.
Go ahead and get after it. Beat my gas, homie.
There's your mechanism.
So what was the... Let me see this.
That's your mechanism. All right, where's your spring in? Where's your new one in?
There'll be something we're gonna tell.
Oh, I know.
There's our spring, boys and girls.
And he said that goes near. Do you remember? This goes toward the compression. I think this goes up.
You want the instructions?
Yeah. I want to read that first, but I'm pretty sure it's what it does. But I want to read it.
What you got there?
What I actually see.
800-pound spring. That's a heavy duty boy.
Yeah, it tells you here though at the very end of this.
Old, new.
The smaller end of the new spring, so I'm assuming that means this, right?
Right.
Goes toward the hydraulic preload adjuster, so it means it would go up. I don't know why they don't just say go up instead of go down.
Right.
But this is the preload adjuster, so that's the small end. Okay, so I'm just reading it right off the instructions. Remove the retaining ring carefully. To install the new spring, simply reverse the process. Note that the smaller end of the new spring goes toward the hydraulic preload adjuster. That's the same thing.
Who needs directions?
All right. Let's go.
Now, hold on. So this is how you do the. Where would your fluid go in?
Huh?
Where would your fluid go
Well,
in?
your fluid's going into this mechanism here, and this is a piston in here, and this piston is.
Well, how you get it in here? Through here?
Yeah, you have to, because if you took this off, we're going to unhook this, and we're going to unhook that, and put your new one on that.
Right.
Now, it don't look the same. Did you get one specifically for F6B for you?
They both the same.
No, they're not going to be the same. And see, they're not the same.
It's got the same end,
It's got the end here, but this does not have that end on it.
Right.
I'm telling you, I believe this. That's just me.
That rubber line ain't worth the flip though.
This is about 45 feet longer too, so I'll wrap it around you. You'll get your foot stuck on it when you're trying to put it on the kickstand.
We'll go with it.
I'm just telling you, it should be this one. It should have this end on it. Now that doesn't mean this end wouldn't work on both ends, but
Right.
it's obviously different on the ends than that is. That would be a question for progressive retraction. That'd be a question for them.
They said both of them work.
Yeah, well, you know, we all say general stuff. You can put it on here, but again, here's the thing. Let's do something. Let's just do something. Let's just hold this right here. Okay, I'm gonna take this off, set it right there. I want you just to hold this right here. Now I want you to watch this piston, and let's see if it does anything when I start screwing this down. Okay? How am I supposed to do this? It just clicks.
It's only gonna turn one way, yeah. You got it.
Ain't nothing in it.
It ain't moving.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Just watch it. It's moving.
It's moving, okay, that's it.
You see it? Now you see what just happened? I'm moving it down. You see how this whole thing right here is moving up even? That's all it. Look here, it's still moving.
It's always preloaded.
Now, I'm gonna go all the way back out. Now it may not go down because we pushed it out. So we're gonna have to push it back down. I don't think you're gonna be able to do it that way, my friend.
To bite it.
Okay, this is all the way low.
Okay. So we know that's moving. Got some fluid in it.
Well, we know a couple of things.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Well, I don't know how you do it. We'll have to do it by compressing it. So that tells me, with this as far down as it was, and it wasn't down very far,
Yeah.
it doesn't adjust very far anyway.
Anyway,
I mean, it
right.
barely adjusts. So we'll have to adjust this back though by putting this on it and putting this on it to adjust it back. And what we'll do is we'll crank down on it a little bit and get it adjusted back because it needs to go to 0 anyway.
What they say, that daggum braid keeps this thing from ballooning out.
Yeah, I get all that.
You don't think it does enough?
Yours ain't that old.
Well, even your well, nah.
You know, I mean, I don't know. Let me compress this back down right quick. Let's just compress it first before we make any rational, crazy decisions.
It damn sure move though.
Not working. I wonder if that's supposed to be on that end or that.
Tell my baby, I love you, but I'm getting ready to see you.
Man, I'm telling you, you don't have that, Ron.
I'm just talking about deep as y'all
Now
went
you
in
will
there.
see this. That now I'm having to screw this down further to get the bolt in it.
Yeah, because that's a little bit taller.
Yeah, see, so. Now, I may have a problem getting that bolt in there. See, I'm gonna have a problem getting that bolt in there now.
You think?
No. Same thing I did in mine. I'm just messing around. Shouldn't have been.
You got some more screws.
Huh?
You can screw it down some more.
Well, what I'm telling you is I can't. Hold on, let me tell you what I'm telling you. Well, I get all that. See, it's,
Oh, now it's down there where the
well,
bar.
the screw, this is up a little higher.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to get that down where you can get this in it. And we're going to need something a little smaller than this.
Smaller screw.
So I can press that down. I've got it. Screwdriver.
Flathead.
Yeah, screwdriver. I'll just put a screwdriver in there for right now. We're just going to
Grab
press
that
it.
screwdriver right there.
We're just going to press it down a little bit. Oh, that'll go through. Yeah, that'll go through there. We'll do this for right now, just to get it pressed down on there just a little bit. All right. We just want to press it down a little bit. See if we can get that to go back up in there a little bit.
See, with that track shot, I got the whole shop.
Right.
Yeah, 600 and something.
Right. Great deal.
There you go.
You should go down
Hey,
in
look at
there.
that bump stop. That bump stop look good though, don't it? It wasn't disintegrating that way. It definitely wasn't. Like, you didn't have one on yours.
Did you?
Yours was completely gone to smithereens.
Yeah, man. I put mine on, lost 40 pounds. Sharon's lost 30 pounds.
Passion?
Did I tell you she got a new job?
Yeah, I know you said she was.
Well, she got it.
She lost 30 pounds. Doing what?
So, dieting. She's
I
just
need
been
to get
dieting
her
for
secret.
4 or 5 months now.
Really? 30 pounds.
Yeah. Sound like my
She
dog.
ain't no size, no way.
I know. All right, so just for giggles, we're gonna try something. We'll pull her back out. Let's see how high she comes up this time.
Oh, you thinking it preload when he
That's
okay.
what I'm thinking, but we'll find out. Maybe it didn't. Well, it did though. Well, I don't know. Look there, it's still coming up pretty high. Well, it went in some.
Get your screw in or no?
Dang, dude. Fine. Yeah, it did too go in a little bit. I just didn't turn it
Just a
very
little
hard.
bit, yeah.
Did you see that? Just a little bit. Again, it's all about weird. It's weird, man.
So right now,
So the question was, when we started turning that, how far was this down in there
it was
anyway?
down there pretty good piece.
A lot better than that?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I wonder, can we put fluid in the dog? I mean, maybe we'll leave this line and put fluid in it. Let me think. So
Well, we could potentially do that, but we probably need to get this down.
down toward
We
the
need to
tape.
get this down some. I think we need to get it down some. So we'll try it. It's all just fun.
We'll leave the line and then
It's all just fun. We just doing it for fun. We just doing it for fun. We ain't even doing it for real, man.
no, we just playing around.
Just messing around. We didn't have nothing to do.
All right, this time we are rebuilding the shock for the back. We're going to compress it down, insert the spring, insert the clip, and tighten up the retainer screw that holds it all in place. Yeah, it's a job, you guys, but doggone it, it's sure enough worth it. That is a heavy-duty, progressive rear spring. I have the heavy-duty progressive front fork springs in the front that we did last week, and now I have progressive in the F6B, and I have traction in the GoldWing. Stay tuned for a review.
The clip is on there, so we release the tension.
You don't screw that thing in
You
first?
do it last.
Okay. I'll do a review on the progressive between the Traction 2 I really do love my traction suspension. And I'm hoping that this progressive is going to get me somewhere close to being satisfied with my traction. And yeah, we out here, y'all.
There you go. Little Lee, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. That was good.
Oh, no problem.
That's one of my favorite restaurants.
Now I know next time do the chef salad.
Bring it on, bring
What
it
salad
on,
did you
bring
get?
it on. She got the vegetable.
salad.
Vegetable
It
salad.
was delicious.
What's the difference in the chef salad and the vegetable salad?
They put meat, beans,
Oh, really?
and all this stuff on it, eggs, and
On the chef salad?
roast little thin slices of roast and all this other stuff. You eat it.
On the chef salad?
Yeah, you
I
go.
didn't know that.
Oh my goodness, the
Yeah, so I'll know that next time.
That's good. It's good. Thank you. That's perfect.
Where your boat at? You don't take it with you? You need this boat?
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Fight not ready? It ain't that bad.
Now, one of the things that we do have to remember.
Won't budge.
let's see what we got here. And again,
Okay, now we're gonna do the process in reverse, putting the spring back in, make sure the top eye bolt hole and the bottom are lined up. And just do the reverse process, put the spring in there and go for a ride. Let's do it, y'all.
one in there. You see that beautiful shock right there? Look at that.
Clean.
Clean, 1,100-pound spring. Keep you up in the air. Gonna handle better.
I'm loving it.
Going back and forth on each
So
other.
now we got to roll the tank back in. Remember, took all this out so we could roll it back inside this right here. Pop her back in here. So this has got to stay on. I have to clean this one. And we'll dump the rest of this fuel out of here.
Where does these go?
They're gonna go right where later.
Oh, okay.
You gotta leave them right there. So you're gonna drop her in here.
Yes, I told Chloe.
He's gonna come right
I said,
right there.
regardless or not, I said we got to start throwing stuff.
Roll her in.
I wish they told me here are the keys so I can pull this stuff in. I don't know why it takes them a whole month to just do a simple.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now just come up right through here. That's where you put a tank in.
Installing a gas tank in a GL 1800 by Charles Gibson. Beezy.
You just have to, don't force it, but you gotta be firm.
That's if he got some barbecue chitlins over there. Huh? They smell nasty. They smell nasty, but it tastes good.
You got some barbecue shit over.
So the job is done. The job is complete. He's buttoning it all back up. The field lines and the plastic. I'm not going to bore you with putting all that thing back together. If you guys are trying to anything like this, you already know how to take the plastics off and get down towards the tank and all that. But that's us wrapping it up. And stay tuned for the first ride on that bad boy. Yeah, we got it done, y'all. We got it done. Goodness to gracious. It was a job. Me and my buddy Strick, rest in peace, did my GoldWing with the traction about 2 years ago, and I love it. But it's a pretty good job. You got to know somebody that knows somebody that wants to get down deep like that and show you how to do it. I'm pretty confident I can do it now myself. Hope I don't never have to. But yeah, man, stay tuned. All right, you guys, keep from boring you with putting the bike back together. Here it is. The F6B is back together in all of its splendor. Got the new front springs we did last week with Charles Gibson. Now we got the progressive rear spring. And I rode it yesterday and it felt daggone good. As a matter of fact, I had to take the preload out of it because I had it all the way set on the high settings that I've been riding on it since I've had it. And I had to I've got it set at half. And when I ride it to work today, if it don't rain, if I need to adjust it from there, we will do that. I'm ready to ride now. Thanks for watching.